Hey, I'm Tristan, and I'm really excited to be here. Our sponsor, Caliber, is letting us get a tour of their shop. Come on, let's go.
What's up, Tristan?
Good. Hey,
how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
Good. I'm doing well, man. Welcome, Caliber. You ready to check things out?
Oh yeah, I'm excited to be here.
That's awesome. We're excited to have you. Let's go.
So is this engineering?
This is engineering. Yep. So what we have here, this is one of our 3D printing machines. This actually makes some pretty large parts. This is one of our prototype parts that we actually use for the track for rolling things around. This was a prototype, and this is what it actually ended up being. This is the Trax Wheel 2.0. We actually do have a 3D printed piece here. So this.
So like you were gonna use this and then put the wheels on it
as a track. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. So this is actually a 3D printed section of this product. So this is a concept where we do fit, finish, and piece things together, and then this is actually the production product. So you can kind of see how we're able to put pieces together and then absolutely then bring it to a finished good, right? One thing that's cool about this type of 3D printer is that there's actually 4 different heads that can print 4 different pieces at the same exact time. So it's like these little rubber sections. So we can print all 4 of these pieces at the same time and print them with different types of materials so we can test different parts for different customers. You want to feel one? It's kind of like a rubber.
It's like a rubber, but it's like hardish.
Yep. So this allows manufacturers to be able to put the pieces into products, whether it's like a hose or a gasket or a tube, to actually see if it's going to fit.
And then like, so on the computer it would show like what you want to build, and then it would like 3D kind of.
Yep, absolutely. So this is like the material back here. So it comes off this spool, goes into the heads on the printer, onto the plate as a hot material or a liquid material, and then it dries, or as it cools, it bonds and then builds a part. So we got 4 different 3D printing machines which print different size parts, different materials, different accuracies, different part densities. So lots of different capabilities, from going from like an actual design on a piece of paper or an idea that we create to a concept to an actual piece. But this is actually a 3D model of a part that is going to be molded in the back here. So.
And is this the plate, or is this gut built?
So that's actually the plate. So the plate moves up and down.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and so it'll start all the way up here at the base of the print head, right here, right?
Yeah.
And then as the part grows,
the
plate drops down and cools.
Was this made by it?
That was not. So that's an injection molded part. So that's a different type of material. This is actually a finished good that's cut in half. But like, for instance, our low pro grip glides, you use these things on your trailer. Yeah. So this was actually one of our prototype pieces before we cut tooling or actually made the steel to make the part. Yeah. So it went from that to this.
So, and then you just boom.
Yep, exactly. So this is just a small section of it, and this is the full finished part. Are you ready to go check out production?
Perfect.
See the stuff being made? Let's go. Grab some safety glasses.
Safety first.
Safety first. So behind us here, we got a bunch of stacked raw products. So this is, we'll be able to check this stuff coming off the press here in a minute, but all this stuff is either gonna get packaged up or sent out to one of our customers out in the field, or racers and riders like you, right? Now we're gonna go back into the manufacturing and production facility. So on your left here, you'll see this is all like raw product, right? So this is all how the product comes into the warehouse. It comes in bins or barrels based on the type of material it is, and some of it comes in like bags, kind of like salt, you know, like salt that you throw out on your driveway. So this is some of the raw material here, and it's actually like a plastic bead. So it comes in these big bins as a plastic bead, and then it actually will go through the material handling system, right? And then we'll actually turn it into a part like that's on the stack over there.
Just like mix it. So does it like chop it down and like melt it together?
So it doesn't chop it down. That's why it comes in little beads. Yeah, right?
And it like melts it together.
Yep, it heats it up, melts it down, and then pushes it into a mold, kind of like making cookies, you know? Yeah. So you like press it, and then all of a sudden you have a shape, whether it's a Christmas tree or a snowman or a pumpkin, whatever it might be, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is how it comes in. Pretty crazy.
Josh, you want to see?
Check this out. So you want to know what's crazy about that is how they process that material. It's actually water based. So like the processor like heats it up into a liquid and then drops it into water and cools it, and then it's taken out of that solution and then put into a bag like that after it's dried. The one thing that's cool about plastics is that we can make things in pretty much any color. So right behind us here we have a bunch of different colorants. So we've done like
you guys use just like, how do you get that color?
So it comes from a manufacturer and they use different dyes and different materials to be able to create that color. So for instance, we've done like red, pink, Monster Energy green, or Arctic Cat green. So one thing that we try to do as much as possible is recycle used materials, right?
Yeah.
So some materials we can't recycle based on what they're made up of and things like that, but this is actually reprocessed or recycled material.
It kind of feels like the stuff we were peeling over there.
Yeah, very similar, but so this is actually like, we put it into like a chipper almost in a way. Yep, so it's kind of like some of the stuff that they put in turf. This is the material handling system, so this actually sucks the beads up or sucks the plastic up and sends it through the tubes over to our different machines, so it actually starts making parts. Up onto the top of this hopper, on the top of the machine, and then it puts all the beads into this big long tube, right?
Yeah.
And that tube heats all the plastic up and pushes it into the mold.
Yeah.
So it's like a big sandwich.
Like this?
There it goes. So it pushes it into the back side of the mold as it heats up and squeezes it.
Like a sandwich.
So this one, you see the 315 right there?
Yeah.
It's a 315 ton press.
Wow.
It's a lot of weight. It's a lot of pressure. This is one of our smaller ones too. Yep. So now it's gonna open. All right. Now we open the gate. All right. Now reach in there, grab that part. How cool is that? So this is what we actually use to recycle the material. So we'll put this into a grinder.
Is that what we were feeling over there?
Exactly, yep. All right, here we go. Open sesame, crank it open. Hot off the press.
It's very hot. I mean, it's really cool though,
So depending on what our customers need or what users like you and I need out in the market, we're able to change machines from mold to make different parts at different times.
to make what they want.
Exactly. Like this right here.
Is this getting made by that one?
This was what was getting made in there, yeah. And this is what we have big stacks of over in the back, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an insert change, and then insert change is gonna go from making grip glides to standard low profile glides without the traction knobs. This is one cool thing right here. This is actually an impact tester. So what we do to make sure that all of our parts hold up to snowmobiles and cold temperatures.
And like make sure it stays there because it's so big and
Yep.
it's so heavy, so it doesn't just go.
Yep, exactly. So we freeze parts. So we put them in the freezer to simulate like it's out in the real world for snowmobilers and snow bikes, right? Then we'll put it underneath this, bring this all the way up, and it's like a big steel dart. So this is actually the aluminum, that one's steel, so it generates different types of force, right? So don't pull it up too high, it's just caught in the tube. There you go.
To make sure it stays.
Yeah, so it doesn't break, right? For sure.
And then if it does break, what happens if it does break? Do you go through it and make sure, go all over again and make sure it doesn't break the next time?
Yep, so we might do like a material change or a mold process change, but if somebody ever has an issue, we got a lifetime warranty on everything that we sell.
Nice.
Yeah. So these parts will go into the cooling fixture over here. So this guy, so we'll actually take these and put them in the cooling fixture, right?
And then, is this cold?
It's not cold, but
Yeah.
this is Ernie.
Hi, I'm Tristan.
Tristan,
Tristan.
Hi, nice to meet you, Tristan.
Tristan's, you're going up to transitions next year, right?
I was in transition.
Okay, so you're
And
transition full time.
All time now.
Yeah, for sure. So you were 200 stock champion?
Yeah.
National champion last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So, a little ripper.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So this is Ernie. He runs the show. He's been riding snowmobiles since both you and I were stars.
Yes. He knows what that means.
So let's keep checking things out.
What's that doing?
So that's actually, so he's changing out the insert.
Oh.
So this jack system or this lift system allows us to be able to change the parts in and out of the machine when we're changing from different part to different part. What we do throughout the season is we'll make a ton of products to be able to meet our demand, right? So this aisle here is all raw products, so parts that we've already molded.
And then it just gets shipped out whoever orders it.
Like this, for instance. So this is one of our directional turnout that goes in the front of the trailer. So
yeah, because I saw this when I was at Heydays. It was turning like that.
Yep. So we put a couple of these guys together.
Oh.
Just like that, and that drives your snowmobile ski right out the front of the trailer.
And then it can go over, but it most likely won't.
Correct.
Probably won't even. Comes right across.
So what we'll do is we'll mold all these parts, and then when we need to make more boxed kits of them, we'll bring it over to production, put everything in a box, stack it on a pallet, and ship it out the door. This is the Edge Guard. So this is kind of a similar product, but this goes along the trailer door, so you don't catch your cables with your skis when you're driving in and out, or drive off the front door. So there's all this stuff is all molded product. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So with that, pretty much complete the tour. So now that you got to see the operation at Caliber, what do you think?
Oh, really cool. It's just awesome. I mean, it's so interesting. It's different.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. That's super cool. Well, man, we appreciate you being on the team.
Yeah.
And we look forward to the future, buddy.